Hello everyone, this is Cher from Talent Development in Diversity. Today I am going to present you the topic, how can teachers make use of mentorship program to help gifted students? This video can be used for professional development for primary and secondary school teachers who are interested in mentoring and gifted education. Here is the overview of what I am going to discuss throughout the video. The first half will be mostly on introducing mentoring, roles of mentors, as well as how gifted mentors and mentees benefit from mentorship programs. This information provides us background knowledge for us, as some of us might not have sufficient knowledge about it. Then, I will briefly discuss two successful mentorship programs for gifted students. I will summarize a few common features from these two programs to help us in better understand how to plan one when we go back to our school. Besides, I will provide a step-by-step guide which provides a reference for teachers to implement the most suitable mentorship program for their gifted students. The video will end with a short conclusion and a full APA reference list. As mentioned in the beginning, this video is targeted to primary and secondary school teachers in Victoria who are interested in implementing mentorship programs in their school. It aims to introduce teachers how mentorship programs can help the learning and development of gifted students, as well as ways to plan, implement, and evaluate for the program. It was found that mentoring is considered among the most effective pedagogical measures, yet it is rarely used in gifted education. Therefore, I hope this video can raise the awareness of mentoring to help gifted students in their learning and development. First, it is important for us to define what giftedness and mentoring are before going into any discussion. They ground our understanding and provide us a consistent meaning when we mention giftedness and mentoring in the video. There is no universal definition on what giftedness is. In the video, it will be referred to the Garner's model of giftedness and talent development. It is also used in the Australian curriculum, implying that this model is relevant in an Australian context. This model recognizes that giftedness is only a potential and it must go through a transformative process in order to become a talent. The model emphasizes that school support is necessary to help students to develop their gifts into talents. Mentoring. It is commonly referred to a relationship between an individual with experience, that is the mentor, and an individual with less experience, the mentee, and it is developed through advisement, sponsorship, or friendship. From a number of research, I have concluded several reasons why mentorship programs can benefit the gifted students. In traditional classrooms, gifted students might become frustrated. They are often expected to complete assignments or tasks that are not necessarily designed for their learning pace and needs. Mentoring provides an alternative way for them to learn according to their pace, interests, and needs. Building a one-to-one relationship with an older, more experienced individual can also develop a more favorable learning environment for the gifted students. It was found that they are often more motivated, stimulated, and challenged through mentoring. In gifted education, mentoring has been regarded as a valuable option for meeting the needs of gifted and talented students whose skills and ability level are beyond the scope of usual school resources. When the knowledge and skills of highly capable gifted students exceed the normal area of knowledge possessed by teachers, it is the time for gifted students to seek for a mentor that is an expert in that field. Mentoring does not help gifted students in their talent development only. It also offers a great help in their social, affective, and vocational needs that teachers might not be able to cater in day-to-day classroom. It is suggested that gifted students are often misunderstood by school. Many think that they are smart enough to learn everything on their own. As a result, their needs are always overlooked. Mentoring provides gifted students with opportunities to explore new knowledge, career possibilities, as well as helping them to discover and nurture their talents. There are many options of mentorship programs, and they benefit different types of gifted students with different needs. Here are 4 different types of mentoring. In school, it is extremely important for us to identify the needs of the students first. Then we should choose the most appropriate one according to what they need and what resources are available in school. The first one is teacher-student mentoring. It refers to a teacher models the learning skill to students to encourage lifelong learning in day-to-day classroom. In this type of mentoring, students usually seek for advice, direction, and assistance from the teacher. The second one is professional mentoring. When a gifted student's interest in the field far exceeds teacher's knowledge, a mentorship between a professional and the gifted student is probably the solution. It allows students to explore their interests with a highly capable professional in that field. Gifted students are benefit from the mentorship because it gives them an opportunity to interact with successful adults. Therefore, mentors who are expert can inspire, challenge, and encourage gifted students to continue their skill and development. The next one is cross-age mentoring. It is commonly used in school. The mentor is an older student who is paired with a younger elementary or middle school age mentee. By pairing an elementary student with a high school student, gifted child has a role model in their learning and development. While the age of mentors and mentees are closer than the other types of mentoring, it gives a sense of proximity to the gifted mentees in the mentorship. The last one is e-mentoring. It is defined as a method using electronic means as the primary channel of communication. It has opened new opportunities for gifted individuals to gain access to mentors in a wide variety of academic and professional career fields. For some gifted students who have extremely high interests and abilities, it may be difficult for them to pair with a local professional. E-mentoring offers a great platform for gifted mentees to match with a professional from other states, cities, or even in other countries. Although there are many different types of model, the fundamental relationship of mentors and mentees remain the same. The roles of mentors are also similar in different research. Mentors are commonly described as teachers, friends, coach, expert, guide, and role model. Besides, it is reported that role modeling, support, and encouragement were the most important functions the mentors perform. Feldman and Blom also note that mentors play critical roles in the development of gifted students. People who had achieved excellence in various domains were also guided by mentors in their early life as well, which tell us that the roles of mentors are vital in gifted and talent development. However, we need to caution that not all adult professionals are good candidates of mentors. Apart from possessing strong expertise in the area of interest, a good mentor should show a willingness to share the knowledge to the mentee. More importantly, a good mentor has to be sensitive in working with students. They must be willing to commit in a long-term and genuine relationship by putting effort in communicating with their mentees. So now we all know that the roles of mentors are crucial and they carry important responsibilities. How can mentees actually benefit from mentoring? There has been a decline in student dropout rate and an improvement in basic academic and vocational skills. Gifted students are often faced with feelings of social isolation due to unsatisfactory interpersonal relationships. Mentoring provides advice and support that are valuable in gifted students' social and emotional needs. Many mentees have reported that they have gained self-esteem and maturity from the mentorship programs. They become more tolerant to the others as they are building the strong relationship with the mentees. On the other side, parents have reported that their gifted children become more focused on vocations under the influence of mentors. In many research, they only explore how gifted mentees have been benefit from the mentorship programs. There are limited research examining how mentors who are gifted can benefit from mentoring as well. In fact, both mentors and mentees can benefit from mentoring, and more details are elaborated in the following slide. By contributing into a genuine relationship, mentors are given roles and responsibilities to achieve specific outcomes. A mentorship program does not only help the mentees in their development, it is especially in cross-age mentoring, whereas mentors are also gifted students. Mentors who are gifted are provided with opportunities to practice their leadership skills outside traditional school curriculum. A mentorship also provides an organized structure, at the same time providing the gifted students to learn through real-life situations in an alternative way. Many have reported that they have gained many new insights from their mentees in the mentorship. They have improved decision-making skills, heightened empathy of other needs, and sharpened their problem-solving skills. The following section discusses 2 successful mentorship programs for the gifted students. I hope that through learning the strength of their program, we can gain a better understanding of mentoring in gifted education. The first program is called the Wings Mentor Program. It is based in the US and was initiated in a public school to help gifted students with learning disabilities. The targeted students of this program are those who are identified as gifted, having learning disabilities, and having low self-image. Since people always overlook students' gifts when they demonstrate learning disabilities, they are often misunderstood in the classroom and regarded as lazy or apathetic. Therefore, the Wings Mentor Program ensures these students are identified and provide essential support in their learning and development. It also allows gifted students with learning disabilities to be aware of their potential, focusing on their strengths rather than their disabilities. All the mentors are carefully recruited from a wide range of backgrounds. They all have strong educational background in working with children. In the program, students realize their creative and intellectual potential when they pair with mentors who nurture them by increasing their knowledge and skills. It was a successful program where gifted students realized their potential, as well as showing their families and friends that they are actually highly capable. Apart from the mentors, mentees in the program are referred by parents, school personnel, and the gifted educational specialists. It involves several procedures, ranging from planning to organizing the show-off night to mark the final stage of the program. It was a really successful program. From the survey completed by teachers, parents, and mentors, it was found that the mentor program improved gifted students' self-concept, positively changed others' perception on them, and promote the overall motivation in the classroom. From the beginning, the students take ownership of the process and become primary decision makers. They select the topics they want to study, they decide how they are going to study the topic, and determine how they will demonstrate their knowledge and who they will share the final project with. They are given a great sense of freedom and autonomy in their learning. On the other hand, all the documentations of the program are put into a folder, so teachers are aware of the program, at the same time obtaining information about the gifted students in the classes for future references. The second program is an adolescent mentorship program based in Singapore. 11 grade 9 gifted students were recruited as the mentors, and they were paired with some elementary age mentees in a Singapore primary school. The mentees were identified as underachieving but having high academic potential. The aim of this program is to help these mentees to develop a positive attitude towards school and learning. Although the mentors are relatively young with less experience in learning with children compared with the Wings Mentor program, these adolescent mentors were recommended by teachers as academically successful and having potentials to be a role model. Some of them also participate in the gifted program in a local secondary school. So similar to the Wings Mentor program, there are a series of processes in implementing the program. It has 3 phases, which are training, mentoring, and evaluation. We are not going into each phase in depth, but it is worth to know that most mentors programs are carefully planned with several stages. Due to the young age of mentors, sufficient training was provided to equip them with a range of skills. They include time management, organization skills, and coping with mistakes. These skills not only help them in the mentorship program, they can be applied to other contexts which build up their skills and knowledge. At the end of the program, the mentees reported that they prefer to talk to their peer mentors instead of teachers. It is because they were closer in age and experience. Strong friendship were also developed. This program has demonstrated the most impactful benefit of cross-age mentoring, which long-term friendships can be easily built. However, every school is different. These programs provide us a hint of how mentorship program looks like in different school settings. In the following session, I will provide a step-by-step guide in guiding you how to plan for your own mentorship program when you go back to your school. So the very first step is planning. We need to organize a group of committees, or we can call them the program coordinators. They should include the administrator, students, teachers, counselors, parents, and community leaders, and they will be responsible for the whole program. Then, we need to identify the need of the gifted students, whether they need career advice, social and emotional development, or academic or talent development. Then, we can decide whether it would be a professional mentoring, teacher-student mentoring, or cross-age mentoring. Depends on what they need and what the schools are able to offer. Next, setting the goal of the program, timeline, and how to evaluate the program. These are agreed by all the committees before the program commences. The purpose, goal, values, selection criteria of mentors and mentees, evaluation procedures, and all other detailed information must be kept as a menu that are accessible to all project coordinators. This acts as a guiding principle for the program, giving structure to it and ensure all the coordinators share the same understanding. By doing this, they have shared the same expectations so as to avoid any misunderstanding and conflicts during the program. The second step is recruitment. A fair and open screening procedure must be developed in order to look for potential mentors. They must possess a positive attitude in working with other people who might also be gifted. They are willing to contribute into a respectful relationship and understand the roles and purpose of the program. Some common screening methods such as face-to-face interview, essays, and recommendations can be used. The most important is we need to choose mentors that are relevant to the gifted student needs. For instance, we would not choose a peer mentor if the mentee is looking for a professional who can help in his or her talent development. Choosing the mentees. In school settings, we must notify the parents and principals before selecting the mentees into the program. One thing we need to be aware of is that although mentoring is designed to help them, not everyone is willing to take part in the program. As teachers, we need to be sensitive when communicating with the potential mentees and ensure they are willing to participate. Besides, we need to make sure that mentees are well informed about the roles and responsibilities before the program begins. Step 3 is training. The program committees are responsible for backing up the mentors and providing them enough training of how to be a mentor. The committee should inform the mentors about the purpose of the program, skills in communicating with younger students, code of conduct, etc. Even if the mentors are from a professional field, training should be offered to inform them the background information of the mentees, so mentors can be more prepared in the mentoring session and be able to anticipate any undesired situation. It is especially in cross-age mentoring. Many student mentors do not have experience in dealing with younger students. The program committees should take it into account and provide suitable assistance where necessary. One suggestion here is role-playing. For instance, according to the profile and background information of the mentees, the program committees should create scenario and set up role-playing opportunities for the mentors so they can practice their skills. By doing so, the mentors will feel more prepared to handle unexpected situations or undesired response when dealing with the mentees, such as the mentees do not want to complete homework or not willing to attend the mentoring sessions. Step 4. Implementation. Based on the information provided by mentors and mentees, the program committees are responsible for pairing them up. Establishing a strong match between mentees and mentors are crucial. By having similar interests, abilities, and attitudes, they can work more effectively towards the goals, as well as building a positive relationship more easily. However, in the reality, it is understandable that the first match is not always ideal. The program committees must maintain close contact with the mentors and be ready for rematching if the first match cannot work out. Then it comes to organize the first meeting. It should begin with some ice-breaking activities so mentors and mentees can feel more comfortable in building the relationship. The mentees must be present in the first formal meeting because it can provide a sense of support to all the participants so that the mentors feel less stressful of holding heavy responsibilities. Both mentors and mentees should also be introduced with their expected roles in the program. It provides them with clear and consistent expectations so as to minimize any misunderstanding during the program. After the first formal meeting, mentors and mentees are usually allowed to meet in other informal settings. It helps mentors and mentees to build up a genuine friendships. It also provides a more relaxed atmosphere so the mentees are more freely to express their true self, their ideas, and questions. In all formal and informal mentoring sections, it is important for mentors and mentees to keep track of a journal. Since the program committees may not be present in every section, it provides information to the committees and hence understanding their progress. It can be also done in other formats, such as voice or video recording, which might be more handy for gifted students with disabilities. Besides, documentation can be a powerful tool for self-evaluations at the end of the program. So, at the end of the program, it is important for us to conduct self-assessment and evaluations. It seems to be boring and repetitive. However, conducting evaluations can help us to adjust the program based on the result. It also allows the committee to reflect on the stated goal at the beginning, whether the goal is too hard, too easy, or just fits. It can be done in a wide range of approach, such as mentees' academic behavioral progress, teachers report on their perceptions on mentees' growth, or participant self-reflection. Even if we have a really strong first formal session, the committee should conduct regular formative evaluations of the mentorship and assess to what extent the program's goals are being met. On the other hand, It is also important for the program committees and teachers to look at the mentors' growth as well, in terms of their leadership skills, willingness to serve, and their attitude. Apart from the mentors and mentees being assessed, conducting self-assessment is always a good idea. For example, we can ask mentors and mentees to write down their expectations and the goals they want to achieve in the mentorship program. In the last session, they look back of what they have written at the beginning and evaluate their performance. From many research, having the final product is probably the most exciting part of the mentorship program. For example, in the Wings Mentor program, the mentees display what they have done and learned in the program, sharing their joy with teachers and families. For the program committees, summative evaluations can be done when the final product is presented. It can be a written report, a science project, an art show or exhibition, or a presentation in which mentees are provided with an opportunity to share their work and learning experience. This will probably the first time the gifted mentees can show their families, schools, and their friends that they are highly capable. To conclude, there are factors which make a mentorship program successful. They are planning, communication, documentation, evaluation, and the final product. I hope that by discussing the existing mentorship program and having the step-by-step guide can help you to tailor-make the best mentorship program catering your gifted students. To sum up, as mentioned before, mentoring is rarely used in gifted education. I hope that this presentation can raise your awareness of mentoring and encourage all in-service teachers to develop an effective mentorship program to help gifted students in their learning and development. Also, it is also important for us to be more aware of mentors' development rather than focusing on the growth of mentees only. I believe more research in this area would be beneficial to their development. More importantly, there is no such a one-size-fits-all approach, and the guide provided serve as a reference only. We have to consider the school settings, affordance, resources, and the needs of the gifted students. We should always put the student first. In the future, there could be more research on exploring the parents' role in supporting the mentors and mentees in the mentorship program. It is believed that parental support is crucial in mentoring as well. Thank you for watching this presentation, and I hope you guys have learned something from it and use it in your school. Thank you.